Let's talk about the cash stuff. So you bootstrapped it. I'm guessing you bootstrapped it yourself in the beginning, and then you eventually went out to raise outside cash. When did you start doing that, and how many times have you had to raise, and where are you at in fundraising? Give us an overview.
Well, I never wanted this to be a small business. And I say this in my pitch, and I mean it with all of my heart. My end goal is the same as my investors. I want to grow Mi Padrino as fast, but as smart as possible to be attractive to the numerous brands that want a piece of our demographic. Okay. And so with it being said, I invested the first money because I also don't want to take money if I can't give it back. I don't want to just give you back your money. I want to give you back a multiple on your money. And so we invested the first cash into the company, but then I did a friends and family round, just local, my actual friends and family. And then from there, I pitched Mi Padrino in 2018 and won $100,000 at Accelerate Michigan.
What?
It was like, crazy.
What is that, like contest money, like grant money, like just here you go?
No, so Michigan has this amazing program. It's called Accelerate Michigan, and they give over $1 million of prize money, not away, it's part of it. Some of it's investment, some of it's grant. So our 100,000, 25 was a grant and 75 was an investment, but it was under the current terms of whatever round I was raising. So it wasn't like I had to negotiate a new deal. And it was great. So, and I, at the time I was actually, so remember I told you I had 5 kids. So I had 4 children when I had the idea for Mi Padrino. And I was actually scheduled to get a tubal, so I couldn't have any more babies. Okay. And I was going in to get the blood work done like the week before the operation. They said, Kim, we have to reschedule this. And I'm like, why? They go, because you're pregnant. And I thought my life was over. We had just sold the restaurant. We had just launched, or we had just put our money into the development team to build what is now Mi Padrino. And I thought, I have to go pitch my company with a big baby bump, and they're going to look at me just like you did, 5 kids. And So it was like life was over. So I immediately knew that I had to talk to investors that wouldn't look at my stomach, would just hear my pitch and see the opportunity with the company. So I flew, I actually got picked to pitch at Chloe Capital in upstate New York. And I had just had my daughter. She was not even 2 weeks old. I took my mom and the baby on the plane, pitched at this event, and ended up winning first place and won a $50,000 investment from them.
Oh, cool.
And then I came home and won $100,000 of that Accelerate Michigan, that next week. But I say that because we only had $6,000 in the bank when that happened.
What? Really? Oh, because you had spent all of it on development and setup and all the pre-work?
Yes.
Okay. Is that, so the major expense was paying developers to code and build all this back end and front end stuff, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I mean, I had contracted employees, and I've actually hired the majority of my contracted employees on full time. So it's great. So all my employees that I have now have actually been with us since the very beginning. But it was just a lot of money up front, and we made a lot of mistakes. I mean, and so we had to redo a lot of things. I mean, it's all part of growing the company. I mean, we launched Mi Padrino, and we wanted, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we had this goal for 2017 of having 600 users. And so we launched in the summer, and I said, how are we going to get these users? It's built. What are we going to do now? We launched a Facebook marketing campaign, put $400 behind it. We had 20,000 hits to our site that night, and it crashed our platform because I thought we just need 600 people, and we had 20,000 people hit Mi Padrino. And so we just weren't ready. I mean, and things broke, and so we had to fix, and it was just crazy. But I mean, now we're built to scale. But yeah, it was a very long first year, and being pregnant and pitching with a belly, it was great.
You got down to $6,000. I mean, that's a true story. So I mean, was there some sleepless nights in there where you're laying in bed going, oh my God, what did we do? Why did we sell the restaurant? Why did we pour all this money into these developers? I'm sure there was some of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and it was just, but I just knew I had such a great idea because the platform was that we had so many users, and we knew that there was this demand. And so I just had to pitch in front of the right investors.
The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.